afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Hello, Susan.
Hello, happy March.
It is. It's hard to believe it's March already.
I know. Let's hope it's a better March this year than last year. How was your weekend? You had a big weekend.
Yes, it had a big birthday. Got my first dose of the COVID vaccine.
Best birthday present ever.
You came over to see Oliver.
Yeah. Yep, and I nearly made a run for it with him.
Masks on, 6 feet apart, but it was a great weekend all around.
Oh yeah, and hopefully it's going to be a beautiful week weather-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get to that in a second. But first, here's what's making news on this Monday. There's more vaccine supply than ever across the country, but why are appointments still being rescheduled? We'll dig into it.
Wisconsin native and former Badger J.J. Watt has found a new team. We'll tell you where he'll end up and how much money he could make. And President Biden focused on immigration, how the Biden administration hopes to rebuild the country's immigration system. But first, let's take a look outside. The sun was out, a little chilly today, but great day for a walk. And it's going to be a great week. Hey there, sunshine. Hey there, Dana, in the backyard. How are you?
I am good. I did not get to meet Oliver this weekend, and I am a little bitter.
I'll bring him in next week.
Good. Everyone heard it. Everyone at home heard it. We're going to hold you to that, guys. If I don't meet a puppy, my goodness. All right, so we have sunshine outside right now. A nice clear blue sky over Madison. It is a little cooler today, though. We're currently sitting at about 28, so a bit below average. Again, if you've got a jacket on with the sunshine, it's not too bad outside. A little bit of a breeze and the single digits for those wind speeds after what was a gusty evening yesterday. 28 in Madison right now, 34 though in Janesville and 30 in Monroe. Wind speeds are generally in the single digits coming from the northwest, and as we look at our peak wind gusts today so far, many of those strong gusts were earlier in the morning, but about 24 miles per hour for Madison and in Monroe. Now, our radar is quiet, and that picture is going to stick with us through most of the 10-day. A lot of sunshine expected. That should carry on with some milder temperatures by the weekend and next week. We'll look at your full 10-day in just a little bit. Right now, the roads, not expecting to see any delays with this nice weather, any weather-related delays for us right now. East and west on the Beltline, both look smooth. Downtown Madison should be good. And from Dane County all the way through Rock County, the interstate is smooth north and southbound. From Janesville to the Beltline, 26 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and some parade to downtown, 9 minutes on this sunny evening.
All right, we'll check back in a few minutes. Thank you, Dana. First at 4, a third vaccine is officially on its way to Americans right now.
The CDC and the FDA approved the Johnson & Johnson vaccine for emergency use over the weekend. Employees at Johnson & Johnson's facility in Kentucky cheered as coworkers carried boxes of the company's vaccine to the loading dock. Some wrote well wishes on the boxes. On Face the Nation over the weekend, Dr. Anthony Fauci said Americans should not worry that clinical trials show Johnson & Johnson's vaccine offered slightly less overall protection than the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines.
They're highly efficacious in many ways, including, importantly, preventing severe or critical disease. If you look at all three of them, they're really very good.
On CBS this morning, the company's CEO explained that some of the participants in its clinical trials were infected with variants of the virus that have become more widespread. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine is the first one approved in the U.S. that requires only a single dose. It also doesn't need to be stored in extreme cold temperatures, making it easier to distribute.
More vaccines are on their way to the state, but community spread of the virus still remains. State health officials report just over 300 more cases today. Overall, cases continue to trend down. The good news, no new deaths were reported by officials. Wisconsin is approaching 1 million residents with at least one vaccine dose. About 9%, or about 500,000 residents, have received both shots. And Dane County is doing a little better than the rest of the state when it comes to vaccinations. Almost 12% of the county has received both vaccines. That's about 62,000 people. Just over 18% of the county has received at least one vaccine.
President Biden's top health officials say we still need to be vigilant, even though coronavirus cases are falling. They say even with the approval of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, there is still a lot of work to do to make sure that every American can get a shot.
The goal is not to sort of open up travel, open up all of things because people, we're scaling up vaccination. The goal in this first 100 days has always been to sort of make sure that we are in a place to be out of this pandemic at 70,000.
More money to help ramp up vaccine distribution is just one part of President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said the Senate will vote on the bill this week. We've been working to answer your questions about the vaccine through our submission box on channel3000.com. And a big question we're seeing a lot in the last week is why there is such a big difference between UW Health and SSM Health's allocations.
SSM says it's ready to start on the newly eligible group, almost 2,000 teachers and school staff this week. But UW Health is still dedicated to getting through their 65 and older patients. Amanda Quintana breaks down what the big differences are when comparing the two health systems. Amanda.
Yes, well, there are a lot of differences between the two, but what's really important to understand when you're comparing where they are in their vaccine process is their clinic locations. SSM Health has 18 clinic locations across the state of Wisconsin. They're all giving out vaccine from Janesville to Baraboo to Fond du Lac. Each week, each of those 18 clinics requests about 2,000 doses, but only get about 500 from DHS. That's about 9,000 doses for SSM Health to use across the state. Now, UW Health has 4 clinics vaccinating people, but all of them are in Dane County.
I think it's been clear that the more counties that you are allocating to, the more doses that you're eligible for. Dane County has a large number of vaccinators. And so what DHS has shared with us is they aren't necessarily, again, giving proportionately. So the more vaccinators that you have, that dilutes out the amount of vaccine that can be given.
So you can't really evenly compare the two when you look at their numbers. More than 92,000 doses given out by SSM Health at more than a dozen locations across Wisconsin, and over 40,000 given by UW Health just here in Dane County. Now at 5 o'clock, I'll have a little more information on how UW Health is recalibrating their system, their scheduling system, to make it so that hopefully they don't have to reschedule any more appointments, because last week they had to reschedule 4,000.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating for a lot of people. Amanda, thank you. We'll see you at 5. And we're answering your vaccine-related questions, as we mentioned, on our website, channel3000.com. If you have a question, all you have to do is visit our Vaccine HQ page and submit your question online. In other news tonight, construction starts tonight on a new lane of traffic on the Beltline for peak travel times. Crews will be working between Stoughton Road and Todd Drive, starting tonight at 6:30 until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. The flex lane allows drivers to use the inside median shoulders as another travel lane during busy traffic hours. Drivers will know when they can use the lane when a sign lights up with a green arrow. If the sign is yellow, they'll have to merge back into the regular lanes. The flex lanes are expected to be up and running by the end of the year. A multi-million-dollar development project is underway in downtown Madison.
A groundbreaking ceremony was held this morning for a $25 million mixed-use project. An area in the 500 block of West Washington Avenue will be turned into a 96-unit apartment building with retail space. It's just a couple of blocks away from the Kohl Center. Representatives for the company behind the project, Keller Real Estate, hope to turn the area into a new gateway to downtown. They hope to open the building to residents sometime next year.
New York's Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo faces calls to resign after a second former aide has accused him of sexual harassment. Charlotte Bennett laid out allegations of harassment against Governor Cuomo in the New York Times. Bennett said Cuomo asked if she was romantically involved, whether she was monogamous in her relationships, and if she had ever had sex with older men. The 25-year-old former executive assistant added, "I understood that the governor wanted to sleep with me and felt horribly uncomfortable and scared." Yesterday, Governor Cuomo apologized. He wrote, "I now understand that my interactions may have been insensitive or too personal. Some of the things I have said have been misinterpreted as an unwanted flirtation. To the extent anyone felt that way, I am truly sorry."
He's actually saying that he meant for those words to be playful, and there is no realm of playful when a governor of a state asks a young staffer who is 25 years old if she has sex with older men or if she has sex outside of her relationship, that is not only inappropriate, it is abusive.
The allegations have led to swift calls for an investigation from many prominent Democrats, including President Joe Biden.
Biden has been
Today, President Biden holds his second official bilateral meeting with the world leader since taking office. This time, it's with Mexico's president. The virtual meeting comes as the Secretary of Homeland Security says the administration is rebuilding the nation's immigration system nearly from scratch. Skylar Henry is at the White House with more.
President Biden is meeting with Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, emphasizing, among other things, migrant protocols and safety. DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas says his agency is working to rebuild the U.S. immigration system. He's accusing the Trump administration of gutting it.
The prior administration dismantled our nation's immigration system in its entirety. It takes time to build out of the depths of cruelty.
The DHS Secretary says there are now 3 ports of entry operating to process as many as 100 asylum seekers a day who were forced to remain south of the border under the previous administration's Remain in Mexico policy. U.S. Customs and Border Protection says last month there were an average of nearly 3,000 arrests a day at the southern border. The Biden administration is telling those who are thinking of undertaking the journey to the border, don't come yet.
We are obligated to, in the service of public health, to impose the travel restrictions under the CDC's Title 42 authorities and return them to Mexico.
The president's massive immigration bill proposal has been introduced by Democrats in the House and Senate. The plan pushes for a pathway for citizenship for millions of undocumented immigrants, but it'll likely face an uphill battle on Capitol Hill. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says that the president is not expected to agree to a vaccine supply sharing plan with Mexico. During today's virtual meeting, she added the Biden administration's focus is on vaccinating Americans, and once that goal is accomplished, the president may discuss further steps. Well, the dream for Packers fans of a homecoming for J.J. Watt has come to an end.
The 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year is heading for the desert. Eric Franke has more in the News Center. Eric?
Well, Susan and Mark, the former Badger who grew up cheering, of course, for the green and gold in his native Pewaukee, posted on Twitter today that he is heading to the Arizona Cardinals. Multiple sources say it's a 2-year deal, $31 million. $23 million of that is guaranteed, which you have to think is a big part of the draw for JJ, for the off-injured, soon-to-be 32-year-old, to be 32 in 3 weeks. He was scheduled to make $17.5 million in base salary with Houston before the Texans released him earlier this month. JJ has 101 career NFL sacks since being drafted 11th overall out of Wisconsin back in 2011, but only a fourth of those have come in the last 5 NFL seasons. He's been hurt a lot. Now, for Packer fans, this won't be much consolation, but the Cardinals are among their road opponents in 2021, so if healthy, JJ may play against Green Bay this coming season. The official dates of the schedule should come out in a few months. Susan?
Even if we're disappointed, we're still happy for him.
And everybody roots for JJ.
That's right, exactly. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome.
There is a moment of reflection tonight at the Alliant Energy Center in honor of the victims of COVID-19. At 6 o'clock, Dane County and City of Madison leaders will hold a community memorial. Police, fire, and EMS agencies from all across the county will participate in a Light the Night tribute. 273 people in Dane County have lost their lives due to the virus. Following opening remarks, emergency agencies will activate their emergency lights for 27 minutes, 1 minute for each 10 Dane County lives lost. And we'll bring this to you live on channel3000.com and tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Well, still to come at 4, it's called The Big Share, and it's taking place tomorrow.
When we come back, we'll tell you how you can help your neighbors in need through The Big Share. That's when Live at 4 continues. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all means that you call Gruber Law Offices and your case is handled. You don't have to worry about anything anymore.
As soon as you make that call, you're going to have somebody on your side.
They're going to give you all the information that you need to know. They're going to make sure that you're feeling secure about everything in the process.
It's a phrase we'll never forget.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back. Trending now, a Sacramento plastic surgeon is under the microscope for appearing at a virtual traffic court hearing from the operating room.
The hearing was live streamed on YouTube, which is a pandemic adjustment to meet the state's requirement that traffic hearings be open to the public. Board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Scott Green was sworn in for his live streamed hearing and then appeared to continue working on a patient while waiting for the court commissioner to appear. Commissioner Gary Link stated his objection, and Dr. Green tried to reassure him.
I do not feel comfortable for the welfare of a patient if you're in the process of operating that I would put on a trial.
I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with it.
Commissioner Link immediately put the brakes on the hearing. The Medical Board of California released a statement saying it expects physicians to follow the standard of care when treating patients. The board is aware of this incident and will be looking into it.
Optimism over COVID vaccine distribution sends stocks soaring on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials gained 603 points, closing at 31,535. The Nasdaq goes up 396 points, and the S&P 500 jumps 90 points, its best session since June of last year. Well, you have an opportunity tomorrow to help out some of your southern Wisconsin neighbors.
Community Shares of Wisconsin is connecting 70 local nonprofits together for a day of giving called The Big Share. And News 3 Now is a sponsor of tomorrow's event.
Sherry Dubiel is the Executive Director of Community Shares of Wisconsin and joins us now to tell us all about it. Sherry, welcome to Live at 4.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, thanks so much for having us.
So how many years have we been doing this?
We are now in our 7th year, and this is our first totally virtual campaign because we're in the pandemic.
Yeah, that's right. So tell us a little bit about what the goal is of the Big Share. How's it going to work?
Yeah. So the goal of the Big Share on the big scale is to bring together thousands of people in the community together with 70 local nonprofits to demonstrate our commitment to social and environmental justice. And one way we can do that is by making donations at thebigshare.org. And in addition to that, we hope that people are learning more about some of the really incredible nonprofits that exist here in the local area that are working on systemic change and addressing issues from the more of a systemic basis.
How is it going to be different now that it's virtual than the years past?
Yeah, well, luckily, an online giving day is pretty easy to adapt to be a completely virtual event. So all of the in-person events we've had last year, we've adapted and folded into a live stream. So if you go to thebigshare.org, starting at 6 o'clock, you'll see a link to our live stream that will be showing our activities all day long. We'll be broadcasting some videos or highlighting some of the work of our member groups over the past year, and also we'll be having some fun events. We'll be having some interviews with folks. We think of it like a pledge drive, and so but live streaming through to Facebook and YouTube.
So the main event is tomorrow. There are events going on all day tomorrow, but there's a big kickoff event tonight. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is the second year now that we've decided to kick off the Big Share on Monday night at 6 o'clock the night before. And so that's coming right up here. And the really fun thing we're doing this year is we're going to have a Zoom drag bingo event. And folks maybe have gone to bingo in the past, maybe even drag bingo. And this is our opportunity to have a really good time and bring people together toward the goal of working toward social and environmental justice. So we're really looking forward to it and think it's going to be a lot of fun.
So it's this evening. At what time?
At 6 o'clock tonight. And I think that it's possible there's still time to register, but you have to register on to get to attend tonight. It's free. All of the events tomorrow do not require registration, but if you go to our Facebook page, you can find a registration link to our Zoom bingo event.
The Big Share, 7th year. Let's raise lots of money for people in southern Wisconsin. Sherry, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Sherry. Hope it's a wonderful event.
Thanks so much.
Still to come at 4, a look at athletes and activism.
We'll see how some athletes are using their platforms to activate change. That story's coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
Tonight on CBS, the night starts with The Neighborhood, followed by Bob Hart's Abishola. Then it's time for drama with All Rise and Bull. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
The Big Share is on March 2nd. Community Shares of Wisconsin invites you to donate to nonprofits that work for a just and equitable recovery. You can find many ways to share your support. Visit thebigshare.org to learn how you can get involved with The Big Share.
Every new smile starts at Aspen Dental with custom-crafted dentures made in our on-site labs and ready in as little as a day. We give you unparalleled safety at every visit, natural-looking results you'll love, and options for every budget. Now, during our Everyday Smiles event, get dentures for only $29 per month per arch, 60 months financing with total payments of $16.61. Find every reason to smile every day at Aspen Dental. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book today at aspendental.com.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
I have the power to lower my A1C because I can still make my own insulin, and Trulicity activates my body to release it.
Once weekly Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. Most people taking it reached an A1C under 7%. Trulicity may also help you lose up to 10 pounds and lower your risk of cardiovascular events, whether you know you're at risk or not. Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
I can't take it anymore. It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free? Perfect.
I can change, honey.
Not you. These drafty old windows.
Oh.
It's time for a change. Buy one window, get one free from Feldco.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
The Big Share is on Tuesday, March 2nd. Support any of the 70 nonprofits in Community Shares of Wisconsin working for a just and equitable recovery. Your support makes a difference. Visit thebigshare.org to choose how you donate to the Big Share.
Well, take a look at this. This new pizza in Des Moines is causing curious delight and gasps of horror at the same time. Fong's Pizza has started selling breakfast pizza topped with Fruit Loops. The pizza is called Loopy Fruits, and General Manager Ron Livingston says it's already causing quite a stir. He says people want to try it, some people hate it, and some people are declaring war in the name of Italy over it. The pizza comes with a sour cream and cream cheese sauce. It's topped with mozzarella, Fruit Loops, and drizzled with Greek yogurt and condensed milk.
Now, I always say there's no bad pizza, coffee, or chocolate, but I don't know.
Apparently this place is very famous for its pizzas, so.
Is that the place that did the candy corn pizza, too?
Probably.
Remember that one?
Oh, that looks terrible.
That does look terrible. Nope. All
right, let's move on. It's time for Potentially Yours here on Live at 4.
Let's help Sparky and Cole find a forever home.
I bet Cole's the one on the right.
I think you're right. These domestic short hair mixed cats enjoy napping in sunny spots, tummy rubs, and snacks. If you're interested, you can schedule an appointment at giveshelter.org.
And the Humane Society wants to let you know that you can grab a pint of Good Dog IPA at Great Dane Brewery. $1 from each beer will be donated to the Dane County Humane Society. They'll also be selling Good Dog Biscuit dog treats.
Let's take a look at last week's pet. Oh, that was the one with the face. Look at those eyes.
I know, look at that face.
Wow, well, we have good news. Patrick was adopted. Oh, we're always happy when we can report that. If you're interested in adopting or checking out any of the animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org or set up an appointment at 838-0413.
All right, let's get those little kitties at home. Dana, thumbs up or thumbs down on that pizza?
Oh, down. And I'm a Susan. I love all pizza and chocolate and coffee, and I think that's a thumbs down.
Yeah. Fruit Loops to begin with.
I mean, if I'm in the mood for fruit, like if it's a Saturday morning cartoons, like I'll revert to like 6-year-old Dana and still eat Fruit Loops.
Well, maybe try the pizza then.
I don't know. I think I'm going to stick away from the pizza this time. You know, whatever.
I'm going to stick with this forecast.
Yeah, we'll stick with the forecast. Right now we do have a lot of sunshine. Currently a little cool outside. We're going to enjoy some mild days and sunny skies as we look ahead to the start of March. We'll look at your full forecast right after the break.
Hey, there's a new cow in town, Wisco. Crazy good pizza, wings, and custom-made mac and cheese from a new virtual kitchen and your friends at Monk's Barn Grill. For takeout or delivery, 7 days a week. Order the goodness today at WiscoPizza.com.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my A1C because my body can still make its own insulin.
And Trulicity activates my body to release it,
lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds when my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
It's totally normal to have constipation with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again. No way. More exercise, more water, and more fiber is the only way to manage it.
Is it?
Maybe you think it's occasional constipation.
Maybe it's not.
It could be a chronic medical condition called IBS-C, and time to say yes to Linzess. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Change your thinking to IBS-C. If your constipation and belly pain keeps coming back, tell your doctor and say yes to Linzess.
Hey, there's a new cow in town. Whiskow. Crazy good pizza, wings, and custom-made mac and cheese from a new virtual kitchen and your friends at Monk's Bar and Grill. For takeout or delivery, 7 days a week. Order the goodness today at whiskowpizza.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome to March, the month where we see our temperatures warm up quite a bit. Afternoon highs. Today we're close to 30. Usually for the first day of March, we see high temperatures in the mid-30s. By the end of the month, we're going to be seeing high temperatures close to 50 now. A little bit of a spoiler alert. We might even see the 50s by next week at some time. Doesn't look like any record-breaking extremes for us with highs or lows, at least in the next 10 days. And of course, this is the month where we see some snow at times and also some light rain coming through at times. Some thunderstorms always possible in month of March. So a stormy month, transitioning from spring or from winter into spring. A month that can sometimes get a little busy in the weather office. Overall, Doppler track is quiet right now. Things actually shouldn't be pretty busy for us as we look ahead through the next 10 days. The forecast is going to include a lot of dry weather, sunshine, and a little bit of a jump in our temperatures. Overnight, we're still cold outside. Our breeze will be dropping down to the single digits, our temperatures to the single digits for early Tuesday, but our wind direction coming from the south for Tuesday afternoon. So high temperatures will be warming up to the low 40s. So we'll hop up more than 10 degrees for tomorrow. For Wednesday, we'll expect temperatures not dropping quite as much for overnight lows in the upper 20s, and then afternoon highs will be in the mid to low 40s. Overall, our 6 to 10 day with precip seeing a few chances to maybe pick up a little bit of moisture by the middle of next week, but otherwise it's quite a dry trend for us. Our temperature outlook, though, still trending on the up, especially right in the Midwest, the northern Midwest, the bullseye there, and our long outlook carrying us through the middle of March. Very likely that we're going to see our temperatures trending above average, and that lines up with what we're seeing in our 10-day forecast. The temps really expected to jump up. Mostly sunny for us tomorrow, milder outside as high temperatures will be in the low 40s. Our breeze will pick up yet again, wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly sunny skies on Wednesday with highs in the mid to upper 40s. Again, overnight lows will not be quite as cold as we get through the next several days. Won't be dropping down to the single digits again, at least for the rest of the work week. Mostly sunny for the end of the work week and into the weekend. And our next chance for a little bit of measurable moisture looks like late Sunday night into Monday. Right now, that's just a slight chance, though. By the middle of next week, we could see the opportunity for some showers and isolated thunderstorms to build in with a system. That's after we get through some more mild days with high temperatures in the low 50s. So if you're a fan of sunshine, if you're a fan of the milder temperatures, any dog people out there know that this is some good news, Mark.
Absolutely.
Get the pups outside. Not great news for our snow lovers, though. These temperatures really eating away at our snowpack.
It's been been a good winter for snow lovers, though.
It really has, especially in southern Wisconsin. The snowmobile trails, they really held on for us, yeah.
Yeah, they really did. All right, thank you, Dana. Ahead of March Madness, CBS's Danya Backus takes a look at athletes and activism.
She spoke to Olympic gold medalist Tommy Smith about his iconic stand against injustice and takes a look at how athletes are using their platforms for transformative change.
Nearly 53 years ago, Tommy Smith made history.
It was a silent gesture heard around the world.
Not just for winning gold at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City, but for the fist he and John Carlos raised in the air on the medal's podium to call attention to racial injustice.
It was done because the necessity of one being in a high position representing those who had no platform at all.
In the months before the Olympics, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, Vietnam protests were growing, and racial unrest was being felt nationwide. Prior to the Games, Smith and Carlos helped organize the Olympic Project for Human Rights. The group saw the world stage as an opportunity to call for better treatment of Black athletes and Black people around the world.
Permit me to use this for the betterment of future generation and, of course, the cry for freedom.
The raising of the fist was career-ending. Smith and Carlos were vilified for the act, suspended from the national team, and sent home from the Olympic Games. Smith talks about how he lost everything in his documentary, Withdrawn Arms.
When I returned home, the only job I could get was washing cars.
Throughout the years, many athletes have taken a stand on social issues, and the backlash has been swift. But after the deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others, professional athletes from nearly every sport use their platform to address racial and social injustice with the backing of their organizations.
Black Lives Matter!
Even college athletes recognize their impact.
And I think more than anything else, athletes have begun to understand the power that they have and influence that they have in this sports industry.
Dr. Julie Russo is the director of the University of Southern California Athletics Black Lives Matter Action Team. It's the driving force behind campus-wide conversations on race and bias. It's also making sure athletes are known for more than just their sport.
They're intelligent, they're smart, they have such cultural awareness. We've got to see them as bringing in assets to a community that needs to hear and learn from the Black experience.
And that's encouraging to Tommy Smith, who continues to be recognized for his courage to take a stand. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, there's more to come at 4. Our Will Loper will have his reaction to last night's Golden Globes.
And then coming up tonight at 5, we're learning more about an alleged hate crime on Madison's East Side, why police say there's more to the story. We'll have that story tonight at 5.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the Ortho Team Clinic at Stoughton Health. I hope you can join us for our upcoming event discussing the treatment and prevention of ACL injuries.
About 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame.
Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
I'm with Paul Delahunt, president of Renewal by Anderson. So, Paul, how do you know your Fibrex window is going to hold up over time?
Well, Dean, is the full-service replacement division of Anderson, longevity is in our DNA. But last year, we conducted a long-term durability study. After 2 decades, our windows were as easy to open and close as the day they were installed.
If you're looking for a replacement window solution that's going to last, look no further than Renewal by Anderson.
Call now to schedule your free in-home consultation and take advantage of this limited-time offer. Renewal by Anderson, the better way to a better window.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
The Great American Sales Event at your local Ford store has just been extended. Don't miss out on 1,000 President's Day cash on top of other offers on Ford F-150. With deals on America's workhorse, now's a great time to buy. Hurry in or shop online before March 1st. That's right, we've added days to get 1,000 President's Day cash on a 2020 Ford F-150 for $7,250 in total value. Hurry, the Great American Sales Event ends soon.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the Ortho Team Clinic at Stoughton Health. I hope you can join us for our upcoming event discussing the treatment and prevention of ACL injuries.
Tonight at 5, SSM Health has vaccinated more patients than UW Health. We'll tell you the differences between the two health systems. We'll break it down at 5.
After a cold night tonight, we'll see plenty of sunshine, dry weather, and slightly above normal temperatures through the rest of this week and the weekend. My first alert forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, the city of Madison clears out a homeless encampment. A look at what's next for the people struggling to find a place to live. That's ahead on News 3 Now at 6.
There's a live look downtown on this Monday afternoon, the 1st of March. In like a lamb, sunny and mild, and a beautiful week of weather is ahead. We have breaking news just into our newsroom.
Wisconsin will receive more than 47,000 Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines next week. Last week, the state received more than 233,000 vaccines total. So adding the Johnson & Johnson vaccine means the state will be receiving about 20% more than we have right now. There's more on our website, channel3000.com. And while vaccine distribution is ramping up, there's a new worrying drop in COVID testing across the country.
Right now, the U.S. averages 1.4 million tests per day. That is down from a high of 1.9 million in mid-January.
Less testing could slow down our ability to track outbreaks of the virus. National correspondent David Begnaud is in Los Angeles.
Hairstylist Amanda Shuttleworth feels like getting tested is something that she owes her clients.
I see clients regularly, so it's my responsibility to make sure that I got regular testing.
So how regularly were you going?
I would probably say like once a month.
She had tested positive back in December, and so she wanted a follow-up test just to reassure her clients that she was virus-free. But when she went to her usual testing site,
it was gone. It was like a ghost town. There was nothing there.
Her testing site at the VA hospital parking lot in Los Angeles was closed entirely. And the city is now turning other testing sites, like Dodger Stadium, into vaccine sites. And it's happening in cities across California.
We were averaging 330,000 tests a day towards the end of December, early January, and now we're below 200,000 tests a day.
That is Dr. Mark Galey, California's Secretary of Health and Human Services. He says with variant strains of COVID spreading across California, mass testing is as important today as it's ever been.
We can't ramp down testing too much. Otherwise, if we did see another surge, we're never going to be able to track it, and we are not out of the woods yet. The only way you track a variant is by starting with a positive test. So it's going to be key over the next weeks and months.
And you know, the upcoming vaccines could be a part of the solution. There are the new shots from Johnson & Johnson, Novavax, and AstraZeneca that can be stored in normal refrigerators in doctors' offices. And that is a game changer, says CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus.
Every year, we give flu shots, and 60+% of the country is vaccinated with an influenza vaccine. Those are done in doctors' offices and in community hospitals. We have to start to transition vaccines there so we can go back to testing at the large centers.
There are other doctors who say, listen, we need to focus more on vaccines than we do on testing. Do you agree?
Well, vaccines are what's going to get us out of this pandemic, period. At the same time, we have to figure out an alternative way to do testing. Knowing if you have or you don't have the virus is critical for your behavior. Do I quarantine? Do I stay home? You need testing to determine that.
Makes sense. As for Amanda Shuttleworth, she was able to find a test in South Los Angeles, not too close to her home, but she was happy nonetheless to find a free test, and she tested negative for the first time in nearly 3 months. So that follow-up test was very important for her own peace of mind and for that of her clients. If you're a mayor or a county executive or a governor and you're watching this story was especially meant for you. Don't forget about the free testing. David Begnaud, CBS News, Los Angeles.
We are not out of the woods yet. All right, we'll be right back.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
Are you ready to join the doers? Those who do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Dupixent isn't for sudden breathing problems. It can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and help prevent severe asthma attacks. It's not a steroid, but can help reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Talk to your asthma specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
Oh, it's cold outside, but you can warm up your winter with a sweet deal from Madison Magazine. Get a 2-year subscription for only $19.95, and we'll send you a free limited edition oak mug, a $5 gift card, and gourmet hot cocoa from Madison's own infusion chocolates. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Go to MadisonMagazine.com and enter OPE21 to receive this amazing deal today. Only from Madison Magazine.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
The iconic Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. 80,000 square feet of indoor water park fun. Loads of other fun kids love. Hundreds of completely renovated rooms. Take a break at the iconic Chula Vista Resort.
Right now, road conditions look pretty smooth. Make sure you have the shades before you hit the road, though, with that sun coming through for us this evening. East and westbound on the Beltline, we don't have any delays. And downtown Madison looks pretty good right now. A few of those stop-and-go spots, but again, no accidents to report. That's always some good news for us. The interstate looks smooth from Dane County through Rock County, and downtown Janesville looks great. From Janesville to the Beltline, 26 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and Sun Prairie to downtown, 9 minutes this evening. That's
all right,
look at traffic.
All right, thank you. Grab the shades. It was a Golden Globes unlike any other last night, with tech glitches and COVID precautions.
Here with a look at the awards is Will Loper and this week's Loper Report.
Hey, Mark and Susan. Well, the Golden Globes operated much the same as the Emmys back in September, with many of the nominees joining the ceremony from their homes, which meant there were a few technical hiccups along the way. After hosts Tina Fey and Amy Poehler introduced the show in typical humorous fashion, the first winner of the evening, Best Supporting Actor for Judas and the Black Messiah, Daniel Kaluuya, had some audio issues.
You're doing me dirty. You're doing me dirty. Am I on? Is this on? Is this on? All right, cool.
Netflix ended up being the biggest winner of the evening, getting the most wins of any distributor with 10 awards total, including series The Crown, picking up 4 awards, including Best Drama Series.
How many times can this family make the same mistake?
Chess drama The Queen's Gambit took home Best Limited Series and Best Actress for Anya Taylor-Joy.
Chess isn't always competitive. Chess can also be beautiful.
And Netflix's film Ma Rainey's Black Bottom garnered a posthumous win for Chadwick Boseman, whose wife accepted the award on his behalf.
He would say something beautiful.
something that would amplify that little voice inside of all of us that tells you you can, that tells you to keep going.
The film Nomadland won the big award of the night, Best Motion Picture Drama. And its director, Chloe Zhao, was the first woman to win a Best Director Globe in 37 years. The last was Barbra Streisand for Yentl.
So for everyone who has gone through this difficult and beautiful journey at some point in their lives, this is for you. We don't say goodbye. We say, see you down the road. Thank you.
Jason Sudeikis won Best Actor in a TV series, musical, or comedy for Ted Lasso and showed you didn't have to wear fancy clothes to accept an award.
Especially, that's crazy. Okay, all right. Wow.
Speaking of celebrities wearing their comfy clothes, social media was quick to comment on Jeff Daniels' flannel. One user commenting he looked like he just got back from Home Depot. Daniels assured us all it was Carhartt, not TJ Maxx. Another user said Bill Murray in his Hawaiian shirt with a martini was peak pandemic energy. One of the night's biggest surprises came when Jodie Foster won for Best Supporting Actress in a Film for The Mauritanian, beating out the favorite to win, Amanda Seyfried. During her speech, Jodie dropped a certain name Wisconsinites might recognize.
I love my wife. Thank you, Alex, and Ziggy, and Aaron Rodgers.
The Borat sequel also picked up 2 comedy awards for Best Actor and Best Comedy Film.
I go to America!
And Best Actress in a Drama Film had all strong contenders to win, including Viola Davis and Frances McDormand, but it was Andra Day for the United States versus Billie Holiday that emerged victorious.
It's a song about important things, you know. Things that are going on in the country.
But for my money, the highlight of the show came when the kids were brought in to be quizzed on the show.
How are movies made?
They made the bricks.
What is Queen's Gambit about?
Fire shoot.
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper, sending it back to you, Mark and Susan.
Where does the royal family live?
They live in the rainforest.
That was really funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Did we know Jodie Foster was a Packers fan?
Oh, yeah, he thanked her when he made the announcement that he was getting engaged.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a back and forth thing.
Got it.
Golden Globes, always surprising. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can take you to deep depressive lows, or give you unusually high energy, even when depressed. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just 1 pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain, high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Movement dysfunction, sleepiness, and stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
We all love reading the magazine, but did you know there's additional exclusive Madison Magazine content here on channel3000.com? Click on Madison Magazine for timely food stories and blogs on the local food scene that don't appear in the magazine. Find arts and entertainment and interesting Madisonians. There are featured columnists and online extras like photo galleries and videos. Channel 3000 and Madison Magazine. Together, they're your one source for all things Madison.
Tonight at 5, the city of Madison is closing the homeless encampment at McPike Park. What the city is planning on doing with that space. And former Badger J.J. Watt finds a new home. We'll tell you where he'll be playing next season. That's ahead on News 3 Now at 5.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action to discover and report the facts to make sure your voice is heard. That's why News 3 Now investigates.
And here's a nice live look at Madison. A lot of sunshine today with a pretty blue sky overhead. Temperature-wise, we are in the upper 20s, so it is chilly outside for us right now. Those temps, thankfully, as we look ahead through the next several days, not going to be quite as cool out. In fact, we are expecting a jump. As we look at the 6 to 10 day outlook, we will be trending above average as we look ahead through the start of March.
Looking good. Dana, thank you. Tomorrow on Live at 4, UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff has the latest COVID-19 vaccination news.
And Consumer Reports has some advice on how to prepare for a new child in the middle of a pandemic. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
The Big Share is on March 2nd. Community Shares of Wisconsin invites you to donate to nonprofits that work for a just and equitable recovery. You can find many ways to share your support. Visit thebigshare.org to learn how you can get involved with The Big Share.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
We made USAA insurance for members like Kate, a former Army medic made of the flexibility to handle whatever Monday has in store and tackle 4 things at once. So when her car got hit, she didn't worry. She simply filed a claim on her USAA app and said,
"I've got this."
USAA insurance is made the way Kate needs it. Easy. She can even pick her payment plan, so it's easy on her budget and her life. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
The Big Share is on Tuesday, March 2nd. Support any of the 70 nonprofits in Community Shares of Wisconsin working for a just and equitable recovery. Your support makes a difference. Visit thebigshare.org to choose how you donate to The Big Share.
In today's Final Touch, a bomb, a decades-old bomb hiding in an English city is discovered.
And sent packing with a vengeance. A very big bang in the middle of a small city. That's what happened after a World War II-era bomb was discovered in the city of Exeter in England. The device, determined to be a 2,200-pound German air bomb, was exploded, so authorities decided to explode it. But first, they had to move 2,000 homes in